Hey, it's not old. They're vintage.
Vintage means
There's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty fucking collab at McDonald's.
fascinating.
I think it may just be in Japan.
It's probably just Japan. Japan and McDonald's and American McDonald's are very different.
Ay.
Trying to find some.
Life happens.
It does happen.
It comes at you fast.
Just like this episode of Modular Components.
That certainly is a segue. That is a two-wheeled vehicle you control with body weight.
I am a terrible driver, Boing.
What?
I don't even have a license. I've tried like getting a license before, and the fear is too much for me.
Come on, you can drive. It ain't that hard. It ain't that difficult to push your foot down and drive.
Anyway, sadly, Cody's not here today, which is upsetting. I miss him.
Hey, never throw out the idea that he shows up midway through just to fuck with us.
He could, but I don't want to reliant on it. Oh my god, I'm tired of seeing all this AI bullshit on my YouTube feed. I'm not even clicking on this stuff. I'm just like, okay, I'm just listening to music, and it's like song, but AI extended. Shut up.
Yo,
you stink.
Are you listening to it on your computer?
What?
Are you listening to it on your computer?
I'm not listening. I'm listening to music on my laptop.
What the fuck is a laptop, Buster?
A computer.
So the answer to my question is yes!
Yes, it is a computer.
There is an extension for browsers that lets you just completely block a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Sometimes I ask questions for good fucking reasons.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Boyko. It's been a tiring week.
It has been a week.
Yeah, it's
Oh god. Oh murder. Oh murder.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're just like that one meme where it's like from what's the series called? Adventures of Tintin? Where it's like, oh, what a week, Captain, it's Wednesday, even though it's Friday. But hey, if you had a long
it's
week...
Saturday. Well, it's Saturday for us.
Yeah, well, it's Friday for the viewers. How dare you ruin the illusion of recording podcast early?
Mm-hmm. It's not even like I had to do anything that fucking extreme this week. It's just more...
It's monotonous.
It's life. Life happens.
It's monotonous. Yeah. Let's just talk about random news that happened over the week.
Concord got released.
Who cares? Who cares?
I care because apparently at its peak player base, it's still smaller than the peak people who played Golem.
That's funny. That is funny. The numbers on that have been hilarious to assume. Not to assume, hilarious to witness. It's just... Ooh, boy. This is just gonna be a Castle Super Beast episode, but 2 white guys instead. No, I'm not white.
You're white passing.
White passing, yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah, but
won the argument.
See, that's the fucked up thing about whiteness in America. That's what we're doing. We're going socio-political on this episode.
We do that every episode, Boingo. Don't act like it's a new thing.
I know. Whiteness is a weird spectrum of privilege that if you're not it enough, you don't get into the club, but no matter how much you have, you're still looked at as like, oh no, you have the privilege.
It's like that one Family Guy.
Yeah, but like here's the thing, you're white passing in a variety of situations. You could pass as white, but fundamentally you're still culturally, you're still internally in your like community, not white. Like there's layers to it, you know?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's almost as if it's an arbitrary bullshit thing, and we should collectively, as like online and like real life personal community, just kind of like stop thinking of people as this arbitrary bullshit thing that just lets them lord over other people, almost as if that inherently causes the continuation of that belief causes conflict with white supremacy.
Yeah.
Am I saying
No, I get it.
I mean hypothetical. I'm speaking rhetorically. You know what I'm saying? It's like, does that mean I'm saying I don't want to be white? No, it's just I'm saying the categorization of we immediately started this. Jesus.
Oh my god! We'll pull it back. One Piece live action.
Oh yeah, we got fucking Vivi, not Vivi.
Vivi, yeah. It's a bit disappointing how Hollywood just keeps mixing up Indian and Arab things, because it's like that's kind of supposed to be an Arab character, but it's Indian. But it's like, whatever. I think the actress will do fine.
I will say this. Here's the thing: for real world historical things, I would agree. For this, I'm okay with racially blind casting.
All right, yeah. It's just still like,
to me, it feels the same as like the Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella movie, where Prince Charming is an Asian man and his mom is Whoopi Goldberg. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that works for the whimsy of One Piece, I guess. But like, the thing I'm most excited for is freaking the Katie Seagal of Futurama, and for my joke reason, Smart House is gonna play the Chopper's like adopted mom.
Not here. Look, here looks the dude.
What's the name of Dr. Kurina?
Yeah, Kurina.
Yeah,
a lot of people were pulling for Jamie Lee Curtis, but it's understandable. Time conflicts and everything.
Yeah. Also, recent stuff, though. I'm like, do you really want a Borderlands actress in your movie?
She took a paycheck. Come on.
Okay, fair. Yeah, but like, the Katie Seagal is very exciting, I think.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be great at it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The joke won't land as hard. Because a part of the joke with her is she has, like, the typical Oda hot woman body, but the old lady face.
They can do prosthetics. It's probably
make her a hag.
Yeah, prosthetic team. Work on it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. All right. And they also confirmed that the season 2 will go all the way up to the end of Drum Island, which I think is a good move. It's kind of a bit of a risky move because season 3 I don't think has been greenlit yet. So it's like, we could potentially be like incomplete if the show doesn't get renewed for a 3rd season, which Netflix is entirely possible.
It is entirely possible, but considering how successful season 1 was.
Yeah.
And
you got people excited for season 2.
How much excitement for season 2 and how much weight Oda himself and Shueisha are putting behind it. It's not just Netflix.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, but it will be will season 3, if it happens, be like half Alabasta, half Skypiea, if that happens, or will it just be all Alabasta?
I think you could just do it with all Alabasta.
Yeah. That would be a big event.
Especially if you like really get a great actor for Crocodile.
Oh yeah. They've kind of already been playing around with, like, we saw in the opening scene of the show, Blake. So we'll see.
Here's the thing. Am I a believer in Lady Crocodile theory? Kind of. I'm like 50-50.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but they've kind of been playing around with it.
What? No. What?
Okay.
Am I a believer in Crocomom? Fuck no. Fuck Crocomom. I hate that.
Yeah. That's not what I didn't mean Crocomom. I just meant the gender thing.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if that is the direction they're going, hinting at it with a very prominent female person in the beginning prologue thing, fine, sure, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
It will also lead to hinting at more concretely a big major character later on in One Piece. By the way, we're just going to spoil a lot of One Piece. Like, are we going to spoil Egghead? No. Are we going to spoil
I haven't read Egghead. I haven't read Egghead yet.
like here's the thing. Going up to like Dressrosa, we're probably going to, if we talk One Piece, Dressrosa is like,
that's our limit.
Like, the spoilers is kind of free till Dressrosa. Even, was it? No, Whole Cake's after Dressrosa. Maybe Whole Cake.
Yeah, maybe whatever. The point is, like, I don't know. I mean, I was just about to say change the subject anyway, so I'm not. Like, that's like
saying, like, that's more of like statute of limitations on spoiler culture. It's just like, is there really a limit? What is the thing to be okay with? Like, there's a whole like One Piece fans like silent agreement that you are never to say anything about Ace. Whenever a new fan says, like, oh man, I love Ace, he's so cool. It's like, yeah,
everyone
really
spoil.
Cool. No one spoil Ace.
No one, but Anyway. Also, did you see all the Terry stuff for Street Fighter 6?
Oh, it looks
Speaking
so
of like
good.
cool, yeah, like he playing the arcade game. He handshakes his brother in his intro cinematic.
It is just it is just pure Capcom and SNK just being bros.
Yeah, it is the most bro. That is the most bro fighting game DLC of the year.
It is pure like, hey, you got a Fatal Fury coming out soon. Want to put Terry in the game? Want to put Terry in my?
Yeah. Also the Garo stuff. Oh, the new
My
single player
looks
mode.
amazing.
Mine
God,
looks amazing. Single player mode, color editor for the characters. It's crazy.
we are eating good.
Legit, it is. I'm so excited for the new Garo now. Like I was like already pretty. Like yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's
And
also
here's
gonna
the
have like
thing.
a baby mode for me to mess around with.
And
But
here's the
also,
best thing about that story mode is it is simple, it is to the point, it's not overly complicated, and it does exactly what it needs to do. It's sending gameplay.
yeah, it's also like RPG based, like, but it's not like too overwhelming. It's like it's like that. Have you ever played Super Climax Heroes?
No.
Yeah, because it's like similar to a thing in there where it's just like here's a bunch of CPU battles and awesome upgrades to mess around with.
Well, here's the thing. My brain immediately when I saw that was, oh, it's like SF6 World Tour mode, just on a lower budget.
Yeah.
And like it's functional. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and like perfect. That's all you need.
Yeah. You know, I'm really happy. I'm really happy of what all the Garo knows. It's coming out in April.
Coming out in April.
Yeah.
Yo, by that time, I may actually have some money to fucking buy it for myself.
Yeah, but I don't know if your laptop can run it, but
by that time, I hopefully would have a PC. I could actually just run it.
Here's hoping.
Here's schmopin'.
Schmopin' and schlopin'.
But can we just go back to my... She looks fucking
yeah,
great.
Oh my god. Bro, best design for her hands. I like her old designs, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That design is like totally I love it.
It's Neo Cheesecake, though. Like, it's still cheesecake. It's still horny, but it's not...
It's a different kind, because like that's more...
Yeah.
Like, the old one is more kunoichi. This one's more like modern, like biker.
Spy, yeah.
Spy, yeah.
But it's just...
It reminds me of like one of her Maximum Impact alts, which is like I love Maximum Impact alt. That was used to be my favorite design until this came along. So yeah, I'm very happy about this. And then like, hey, we have more characters on the way. Hopefully, Kim gets into the base roster.
Yeah, I could see. Kim Cap-1 being back would be cool. Maybe one of his sons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, weren't both sons in the first Garo?
Yeah.
All right.
Also, part of me, what's the pilot's name? What's the pilot to
Alfred.
Let Alfred be in the game. Come
Legit,
on.
please.
Let Alfred be here.
At least DLC, please.
Make him like a grizzled pilot with like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, or even just keep his upbeat nature, because it's like it's not even like that long since the original Garo. So,
well, he wasn't in Garo.
Oh yeah, he was in like the frickin' bring back the Clockwork Orange villain at that point.
Hell yeah, but also keep his fight fucking bullshit.
Yes, like as like a you know how KOF 15 added like free bosses? Do that with like Garo and like Nightmare Geese, the Clockwork Orange guy, the guy from the second game, like just.
No. Here's the thing. Nightmare Geese is on the regular kind of like rostery thing. That Geese, the epic boss fight one for that mode, Night Terror Geese.
Oh, that would go insane.
Yeah.
Want to talk about comic books?
We can talk about comic books. Yeah, it feels like we're just fucking rapid fire and shit.
Yeah, well, that's what we get when Cody isn't here to ground me in Fortnite. Just like,
are you enjoying Fortnite?
I haven't played it all week. I mainly just played.
You got Gwen pool, and you were like, "I'm done."
Yeah, I grinded for a bit, and I'm like, you know what? I'll wait till Cody comes back, and then I'll play with him. And he didn't come this week, so it happens. Speaking of, actually no, like, I did do something this week. I did do something very important this week. It's in my profile pic on Discord right now. I finally read all of Kentaro Miura's Berserk. It's been like 3 years of on and off reading. I remember I started at like the middle of the night. I was just like, freaking, I'm gonna read Berserk. And I remember like the golden. I started like, okay, here's the thing. I am stupid, or I was stupid, because followed the digital chapter listings. I started from chapter one, and if you know Berserk, you start from volume one, not chapter one, because there's a bunch of prologue chapters beforehand.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I understood what was happening, but I was kind of in the middle of the story, and I missed the entire Black Swordsman arc. So I had to go back, eventually circle back and read Black Swordsman. And yeah, greatest story ever told. What can I say? Not the well, it's one of my favorites. I love it dearly. I don't know how much of Berserk you've read, Boingo, but like, oh, like I'd love to talk about it with you eventually.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot. I understand why it's not for everyone.
It's just more of like I've said several times. It is brain overwhelm, won't turn off. Let me watch mindless stuff. And Berserk is a thing that's like, no, you have to be cognizant. You have to pay attention. You have to analyze as you watch it. You know.
That's fair. I just like my brain never turns off, so I'm like.
Here's the thing: my brain doesn't turn off either, but like. I can't go 100 miles per hour at all times. Sometimes I need to just go 20.
That's fair. I get
what do you think my Kamen Rider reviews are? It's me going 20 miles an hour, doing kind of baseline analysis just to keep my brain from sputtering out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say too much about Berserk because I want you to experience it for yourself. But man, that final chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, but, and I was kind of choking up a bit. It was really beautiful. Again, I don't want to say too much. I'm gonna be very vague, but
is the posthumous Friend revival considered a different manga?
I know it is still continuing. Like volume 42 is when all that begins. I just wanted to like have a clear break between this is Miura's Berserk and this is post Miura Berserk.
Yeah. And I don't even think even they are like we are full on continuing Berserk. It is a feeling of, hey, we're just trying to finish our friend's legacy to an extent. Not even like we're doing it just the same. It's like, no, we're taking notes and yeah.
Yeah, from what I understand, I haven't at the moment I haven't read post Miura Berserk. But from what I understand, it's like it's gonna be more visual than dialogue based, which I can buy. Like at least that's what I heard from interviews. I could be completely wrong. I will read it probably soon because a podcast we both listen to sometimes, Versus Wolves, is going to talk about it soon.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a big push of why I decided to finish up Berserk. And like the great thing about Berserk is that if you want my like list of arcs, each arc just gets better than the last. Like truthfully, like Millennium Falcon, like and then Fantasia gets even Millennium Falcon better than Conviction. Fantasia even better than Millennium Falcon. It was just an upward trajectory. It just makes the loss of Mira hurt more. So yeah, but Berserk. Like I've been like blasting the OST like when I work recently. Like even if it's on a silly video, it's a just God so much memories attached to that music. Yeah, but Berserk, it's beautiful. Like if you can stomach all the graphic stuff, like I highly should check it out.
Yeah.
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 One day I'm gonna like force you to read it. Like when you're ready, of course. When you're ready.
Oh man.
Yeah. Let's talk about some other comics that aren't from like
been rereading a manga. We're not going to discuss a Super Ton just because I think I sold Buster on it. Siren.
Yeah. Siren. I want to read this because it looks really neat. It's like I like the character design, so it's like, hey, it got like it's got that early 2000s jump like edge that I like.
Yeah. It's if I may sell the audience on it real quick. It is about a delinquent-y kind of guy who gets wrapped up in a grand post-apocalyptic alternate world conspiracy and more questions than there are answers to start off with. And it's just him and the slowly building crew trying to solve the mystery of what's going on. And everybody has like psychic powers.
I'm interested to check it out eventually.
Yeah. And it's only 145 chapters. It's a pretty easy read, and it's good. It's complete. It didn't get an axe ending. It got like a actual satisfactory ending. I know sometimes manga gets wonkadoo like that.
My poor Zip Man. I'm still salty about that, like years later, because Zip Man is actually what got me reading Shonen Jump.
Yeah. Hey, Jump has some good stuff.
Yeah, I gotta read Ruri Dragon and gotta catch up on Akinabashi.
So I'm so glad the artist was able to come back.
Yeah. But let's talk about some American comic books.
I'm looking to see what I read this week because yeah.
Well, like I just news. I like American comic book news. A couple things of note. Boingo, should I talk about Power Rangers or would Simeon listening to this get pissed?
Do we care about Simeon's opinion on this?
No.
There's your answer.
All right. I don't care about Simeon right now. This is just something I want to discuss with my good friend Boingo. So, Power Rangers Prime. It's Power Rangers, but Ultimate Universe, by way of Marvel's Ultimate Universe. And I'm like, all right, I'm interesting idea. Problem is, guess who's the first character they're focusing on?
Oh yeah, it's the fucking girl from Samurai.
Yeah, I'm not happy, man.
Here's the thing.
I get it, nostalgia, but also
I'm not even saying nostalgia. I'm just saying that is an undercooked element of that show because they did undercook it compared to Shinkenger.
That's just the whole show, though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like going, oh wow, wait a second, a female Red Ranger? That's catnip to a writer. Come on.
Yeah, especially because like the writer like does it's the same writer as the last few years of Power Rangers comics. So I just wish we had a new writer, man. Like what we needed was like a Daniel Warren Johnson on Transformers level pull, but like that was never gonna happen.
No, because here's the thing. Anybody of that level of writing right now did not grow up with Power Rangers, and if they did, they only watched Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, it's just
anybody who has any reverence for like later Saban, Disney era, and Neo Saban, they are not ready to write a major book like that. You know?
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Not to say that they can't one day. It's just more of like
timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of disappointed me because the Dan Mora cover they teased with, where it's this new Tyrannosaurus Red Ranger, looked really cool. But now it's gonna be Lauren focused, and I already made my whole video on why I don't like Power Rangers Samurai, so this just kind of feels like a slap in the face to me.
Hey, maybe they might do something new with it. You know, you never know. It's
still like the concept itself, just it's still like.
I mean, hey, let's be honest here.
It wasn't good. I know.
But it's also just like, to a certain extent, I am not accusing you of this, but to a certain level, it's like looking at Yasuke and going like, oh, he can't be a samurai, he's black. You know what I'm saying? It's a job.
I know it's a job, but like also her last name, and they never address it. Whatever. I'm not gonna. I get where you're coming from, Boingo, but also there's the context isn't.
I'm not saying that there isn't more nuance. I'm just more kind of going like, at a certain point, you gotta have to throw your hands up in the air and go, oh, fucking right.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not gonna read it, so.
I mean, look at the seasons where there's white ninjas.
I don't like. I mean, I only like one of those ninja seasons, and that's that the one is they actually give an explanation because it's an academy of ninjas. So it's like, of course, it would be multi diversity, and even then, the main guy is I'm not gonna. I don't want to. Point is, I'm just really disappointed in this. But hey, you know what I'm not disappointed in? Okay, Boingo, everyone's been saying this about this comic by the Amphibia creator, Matt Braley. Everyone's been saying that Family Force 5 is Buster bait.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna...
Created by a creator you have an interest in.
Yeah.
With a design language that very much suits your design language.
Yeah.
With a female-focused Toku theme. Yeah.
It's Buster bait. I like literally like my friend DM'd me saying this is you all over it, and like I've had multiple people say that ever since the announcement happened, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm grateful people are saying that, but also, ah,
Yeah, that's the thing. Is when you're able to be read that hard, it gets you a little bit. Just ask him whenever I like bring up a blonde character that you
yeah,
like.
yeah, we talked about that last night, yeah.
Wait, like that's why you got to be weird and fluid like me. Like it's hard to read me. Like you know things I would like, but you can't just go like, oh, this is just pure Boingo. It's Boingo-esque. It's Boingo
Yeah.
core, but it's not pure Boingo.
Yeah. I mean, I do have my unique interests too. It's either my brain doesn't always communicate them to other people. So, because it's like I'm either like hyper fixated on one thing at a time. So, like I'm like, oh, I'm talking about this thing. I'm talking about that thing. Oh, I'm into dark fantasy. I'm into bright fantasy. You know.
Ha! Jesus,
You okay,
Jehoshaphat
Boingo?
is fat.
What's fat?
Fat bottom girls, they make the rock and world go round.
Interesting.
Have you not heard that song?
I've probably have. I just
It's Queen.
oh, I have them. I have them.
Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, it's just been a bit. It's been a bit. I haven't listened to the radio in ages.
Fat bottom girls, you make the rock and
Yeah.
world go round.
Yep, heard it before.
You know, Freddie Mercury wrote that song, and people still don't actively acknowledge that he was bisexual.
Yeah, it's sad.
You know?
Hmm.
Sure, his final partner was a man, but like,
Yeah, Bio Erasure's a bitch.
let the man be bi.
Yeah.
Baby
I feel
bi,
like
bi.
I feel like God, Boingo, can I bring up a terrible movie? You know what
Uh,
terrible Bohemian Rhapsody? I'm
oh
gonna bring it
yeah.
up. I feel like that also didn't help the case of like. I mean, I don't know. That movie just sucks anyway. So who cares? How did that win like an Oscar?
Because some of my emotional stories about real people tend to get critically acclaimed.
Even if they're very disrespectful, but alright.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, that disrespect is in part because it was there was a lot of mandates from the surviving members, and they love to upplay their own accomplishments whenever talking about the history of Queen. Yeah.
But also Bryan Singer and yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he's just a piece of shit in general. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's fucking wild.
What?
If I had a nickel for every time a gay man was sexually abusive in the creation of an X-Men adaptation, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah. Who was the second one? Who was the second one? I forgot.
Bodomeo.
Oh, yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, that was recent, buddy.
Man, can Hollywood people be normal?
No, because they have to fucking live in LA.
Yeah.
The most normal people who live in LA are the people who make Dropout content, and they're barely normal.
Yeah, like your Brian David Gilberts, your
Brendan Lee Mulligan.
I forgot over the other names.
Sam Reich.
Sam Reich, yeah.
Sam Reich is cool. Like, he is the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, and he's like, no, fuck yeah, workers' rights.
Yeah, good for him. And it's like he makes good shows too.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta use that Dropout account more. I only used it to watch that Toku parody.
Yeah. Oh, I need to watch it, but they just, at the time of recording, they just released a comedy special. Hold on, I can't remember the guy's name. But it's I need to watch it because I was excited for it when I saw it, because it's an interesting concept. Chris Grace as Scarlett Johansson.
Very odd.
It's a Asian American actor comedian.
Oh, say no more. I get the joke now.
Yeah, and it was just kind of him dealing with all the jazz and whatnot, and it turned into a one-man comedy show play thing.
I might check this out.
Yeah. Oh, the behind the scenes, because before they release each of these specials, they do a behind the scenes thing like a week or so before it, It was so adorable because his partner was there, and he was going on just about like how he was like helping him out making the show, and being a backstage director, and it was just like, oh, that's adorable.
Oh, this looks like a great spell. Yeah, I just added it to our account list because me and Punko share a Dropout account.
Well, it's my account. I just share it with people.
Yeah,
Leshy's also has access.
Yeah. I just say me and Boyd go for the just to simplify it.
Yeah. Let me remove that Dimension 20 because I have the complete one there too.
The complete series.
Yeah, the complete experience ones are episode of Dimension 20, episode of Adventuring Party, which is the post-episode podcast they do. Where they kind of like, oh man, that was wild what we just went through, and then joke for like 30 minutes.
Oh, so they have like playlist of like the complete experience. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's really good. You would probably like enjoy Mentopolis.
That's the one you showed me the trailer to, right?
I think so. It's neo-noir Inside Out.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard of that one yet.
It's like, what if Inside Out was a detective movie?
I might put I think that the best way to. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people say this about internet content, but I think I gotta like multitask of like just put some of these on the background while I work on stuff.
I'm not sure. There's like, here's the thing. Dropout just has like it because it's artists making things that they like making. It's just like fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like they have a new show and I've watched like one episode and it's like really good. It's fun. It's solid. But I also feel like I'm missing half of the references because the premise is it's called Monet Slumber Party. It's a talk show essentially hosted by a drag queen with regular drag queen guests framed as a slumber party mixed with Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like there's a monster in the closet and he hits on all the guys that come in as gags. You know, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah, you're doing some creative stuff.
Yeah. And
I just gotta like it also just logging in is hard for me.
Yeah. Also, Brian David Gilbert's fucking show is gonna be premiering sometime this year.
Oh yeah, I gotta lock in for that one.
I'll tell you when it pops up.
Yeah.
You'll know. And everybody at home will know because Buster probably will just keep tweeting about it.
I don't tweet that much.
No, but you'll tweet the show. That's what I'm saying, is you'll enjoy the show and want to share your thoughts and opinions.
I kind of stopped doing my media thread too.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see.
Sometimes you just gotta look life in the eye and go like, fuck you.
Yeah.
What in the world right now would you just look in the eye and say, fuck you?
You.
Damn.
Nah, I kid. Also, I was just looking just because I used Letterboxd to log my movies. It was just like if the comedy special, like with the Chris Grace and Scarlett Johansson one, was on Letterboxd. It is on Letterboxd, so
yeah.
Like,
what are the reviews, Sam? Is it doing
positive
well?
stuff? Positive stuff, yeah. Positive stuff from like the niche audiences. Just like like really positive reviews so far. I'm down to check this out. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it's just also just a good concept for a comedy special in general, especially in this day and age.
Yeah. Apparently, in the behind the scenes video, the first drafts were a lot more mean spirited.
That usually as a writer myself who's been like going through multiple drafts, I can attest that happens a lot with first drafts where it's like you want to get like a bit snarkier or meaner, but you kind of like soften it as it goes on.
Yeah, and as he performed it, like he toned it down and was like more empathetic to the whole situation. And it's just like there's layers and nuance apparently, and I haven't watched it. You know what? If we remember next components, we may mention it because the next podcast we're gonna record is an AF.
Yeah, Bumblebee. Because Transformers 1 is coming out.
So honestly, I gotta get a Nintendo 64 and Buck Bumble, right?
Sure, buddy, sure.
I realized if I was left to my own devices, I would fucking ruin the English language.
I think Twitter's doing a good job at that already.
Yeah, but like, I had a thought of like, oh, wouldn't it be clever if you said after ruining someone's plans, I really Dave Grohl'd that, and like, why the fuck would that make sense? Here's the idea. The phrase usually is, you threw a monkey wrench in that. What is a monkey wrench? Oh, it's a song by the Foo Fighters. And who's the lead singer for the Foo Fighters? Dave Grohl. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I think I get it.
Hey, Joe Cat's back on YouTube.
Who's back on YouTube? Oh, Joe Cat. Yeah, good
Joe
for
Cat.
him.
Yeah. Fuck them haters.
Yeah, screw them haters.
Let the man be gay for women.
Sure. I was like, I had to think about that for a second. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. It's because he was displaying attraction to women in a way that most people aren't aware that straight men can.
Yeah.
It's almost as if people don't want toxic masculinity to disappear. They just want it to stay in its own little dumb circle so they can laugh and point at it instead of actually helping and healing people.
Yep. Hey, Boingo, can I talk about something you don't care about whatsoever?
Buddy, I am like fucking Pat. I can make a mountain out of a molehill. Come on.
All right. So Death Battle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, fuck that.
Okay, see, I told you. Yeah, I did.
I mean, I'm glad for them getting the IP back.
Yeah, and it's like they're got like a lot of cool episodes planned, and I'm like, hey, I get Omni-Man versus Bardock. That's gonna be a fun one. Like, that's one of the first ones they're doing. Like coming back, it's already like halfway done, so it's like, hey,
hell yeah.
And just like they're finally gonna do the fan voted episode, Tom versus Wile E. Coyote, which.
Ooh.
It's kind of like, I mean, that was voted way before Coyote versus Acme all happened and stuff. So
yeah, we'll never forgive Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they canceled 2 Coyote themed projects. At least one gets to live on. Yeah, I just really wish like someone, like, I know they're not gonna say it, but someone would just say it's gone. Don't, like, just so the hashtags would like, or we can direct our anger somewhere else, because it's like, if the movie is not there, if you give it the false hope that the movie isn't there, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of fucked up shit in the business of making art that I just come on, stop it.
Oh god, that reminds me. Fricked up making art. Like, you know how screwed up it is making art? Like right now, like especially like YouTube art, like freaking Jaded Animations, like she was like making like a she was like invited to a thing. You know the thing. You probably already know the story, Boingo. Do you?
No.
Oh, you don't.
I don't
really
watch Jaden.
She's a fine fella. Yeah, but like okay, so she was invited to a Mr. Beast thing, and she was like, all right, like in like before like in like April or May, she was like, all right, I'm gonna make a video on my experience here. Then in June, all the allegations started piling up, and so like because she didn't, animation's expensive and time consuming, so she still like kind of put up the video, but like with a disclaimer saying I don't endorse any of the allegation, like it is screwed up, and it's just like it was still like a fun video, but it's like. But also kind of confirmed I really don't like that kind of culture of like, you know, that Mr. Beast type challenge culture. It just like it sounds miserable.
It does. Like, here's the thing. Hype culture and just trying to just be the big fucking dog on YouTube just feels like the exact opposite of what it should be.
Yeah.
You know what YouTube needs more of? It needs more independent films. It needs more fucking Star Kids. Why is Star Kids the only one? Why doesn't every fucking major city have a Star Kids?
It's quote unquote cringe for some people, even though it's like some people gotta grow from that. Some people gotta learn, gotta let them live and learn, gotta let them flex their talents, you gotta like learn to have fun, you know? Man, I don't know. You're right, Boingo. There should be like new, like more cool, like conceptual stuff like that. Like, I mean, like we're kind of getting it with like the indie animation like attempt at a boom, but it's like it's only like a kind of a handful of shows, with the rest kind of stuck in like pilot limbo. I mean, yeah, I mean, even my show, it's like I released that, and that's kind of also been in pilot limbo for a bit. I'm working on more episodes, but like, who knows? Who knows if we'll actually like go somewhere? Like, if it'll even be done. But I'm having fun making it, so
yeah, a lot of little shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
But like, you know what's one of my favorite fucking YouTubers right now?
Yeah, sure.
Atun Shay.
Atun Shay. How do you spell that?
I'm gonna just send you a link to it.
All right.
Atun Shay Films. He is a guy who is an independent filmmaker. Like he has made movies. He has made and released a movie. But like the regular things he kind of does is historic video essays, very focused. Like a lot of his focus is on like Civil War because that was a big interest of his. But it's very much from the Confederates were slavers. The Unions were kind of the look at all these badass abolitionists that we should recognize in history more. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. It's not giving me the full URL of the dude.
That's weird. I'm actually interested though. So it's got like a mix of content?
Yeah, so actually on Tubi, his movie's on Tubi, it's not on YouTube, but like it's called The Sudbury Devil. It is a colonial horror movie set in New England during like the witch trials.
Oh.
Not during the witch trials, like it's around that kind of like think in your time. It's after a very specific war, I think is more the right time period. And two guys are like tasked to find a person, and like there's just
how do you spell it?
Sudbury Devil.
Oh,
SUDBURY Devil.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, I just found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put this on the list. Is it like a good movie?
I haven't watched it yet. I need to, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
But like with Autun Shea, he just recently made a whole video about like the business of making movies on YouTube and what it cost him to do stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is just like really good information to have.
Later. Yeah, because especially for like, I'm making my little show. I have to pay people, so.
Yeah. The episode on psychedelic mushrooms is great. The psychedelic apocalypticism of Terrence McKenna. It's so good.
Well, I'm putting a couple of these in my watch later.
He has a video on John Brown.
Yeah, I'll definitely check these out. These sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's always good to like when we just kind of like I always like the episodes where we just kind of break down and talk about creator stuff. Like either like those are always some of my favorites to talk about.
I mean, hey, if we're gonna talk about like what does it take to be a creative on YouTube, I'm fucking having to change what I'm doing because it's just not sustainable in a way.
Well, what are you changing?
Okay, for the audience who may not know, which I doubt, but every week I have been making a video review of the currently airing season of Kamen Rider. But because it's so contemporary, it is so, I wouldn't say disposable, it has an expiration date. It doesn't let my channel grow to the extent that I would want it to, so I'm having to change the tactics on that, and I'm putting it on Patreon.
Yeah. For free,
they're for free. They're not behind a paywall.
Yeah, there's still like a paywall series, but that also goes like beyond the paywall eventually.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify for the audience who may not know.
Yeah, but it's just like it's little things like that,
Yeah, and like even then, like this month's kind of been a weird month because it's like my channel hasn't really grown too much, but the actual like stuff there's been some big moves being made. I've made some videos I'm really proud of. I've archived like some podcasts me and Wyatt did. Which I don't know if you don't follow his Patreon. We stopped doing Liquid Podcast Turbo. Sorry about that. But I got part of the YouTube Partner Program, which like we were talking about last week, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, you can do memberships now. Go support us with money.
Hard-earned cash.
Yeah, do you have any emotes up? Maybe that could help.
Not yet. I should put some emotes up. I just don't know which ones to put up yet. And I also released my pilot that I've been working on for a few months, and we're working on more episodes.
Good job. We're all proud of you.
Yeah, I hope people like it. It's been getting some nice comments, even if it's not like the most viewed video, but it's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
For itself.
Yeah,
I'm tempted to make a separate channel for the pilot stuff, but I'm like also like I want to get as many eyes on this as possible. Freaking people are gonna you will have to deal with my bullshit. Like if you're here for the analysis videos, no, you're also here for the pilot stuff. I'm sorry.
When it needs it, you can put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what you could do? You could just upload it both places and see where it would take off more.
That could work, but like I don't like making duplicate YouTube videos. That's a bit weird. I've tried that before. It's like,
Jesus fucking Christ! Life is fucking pain.
That's the slogan on the Boingo box.
Life It's fucking paint. Why am I turning into Billy Crystal?
I don't know. He turned into like Mike Wazowski.
Have fun storming the castle.
I still, I have a very funny story about.
No, are you about to tell me you haven't seen The Princess Bride?
Oh, that's a different. No, I was gonna say Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay, have you seen The Princess Bride?
No.
Such a good movie. You would
I know.
love
I
love The
I love
Princess
it.
Bride.
I know, but I haven't seen it yet.
I know. Shut up.
I know I love it. I just need to die. Just like, I'm watching Aliens movies right now. I can only do one old film series at a time.
There's only one Princess Bride movie.
True, but I want to watch Aliens next.
How'd you enjoy Alien?
Oh, Alien was great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's such fucking great atmosphere.
Yeah. I watched the theatrical cut because I heard
Yeah.
the additional cut was just kind of like it's extra scenes and it kind of ruins the pacing a bit. So I was like, I want the theatrical cut. I'll watch the special edition for Aliens.
The Ridley Scott's fucking weird because like watch the director's cut of Blade Runner, but like don't watch the theatrical cut.
Is Final Cut any good?
I think Final Cut is when it starts egging the pudding a little much.
All right.
You know? Though I think that also depends on who you ask.
Yeah, because I heard Final Cut's either the best or like it's a bit much. Yeah. But like director's cut, at least that's the baseline of that makes Blade Runner a classic.
But never touch Final Cut Pro. I'm kidding. I'm sure it's a fine piece of software.
It's just really expensive.
Well, I mean, it's exclusive to fucking Apple products.
Yeah. Yes, director's cuts are weird. Like, but like, and also, I feel like more people should do like. I feel like the last major director's cut we've had in a bit was like the Snyder cut. Like that was mostly because of fan demand. You don't really get like, I mean DC. I mean, you had the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2, but like, you don't really get like many like, okay, it's a bonus feature on a DVD anymore. It's just kind of like either extended edition or it's on streaming.
Yeah.
Or you get an Across the Spider-Verse situation where they keep recutting the film.
That's just because they're piss poor directors. Like, sure, you can make a good movie, but you're not good at directing fucking animators.
Yeah, and apparently it's happened with multiple projects. It's just Across the Spider-Verse was the breaking point.
Hollywood. I ask you this purely and simply. Stop.
Yeah. It's a really scary time for animators, man.
Jesus, like I don't know, like you just want to go like, hey, everybody form a union, but there's also like an element of
the union is
will they actually listen? You know?
Yeah, because it's like the actor unions haven't been listening.
It's just things and it's fuck, you know, absolute thing and fuck.
Like the absolute DC universe.
I'm somewhat excited for that.
Yeah, I'm interested. I was talking about with like I know Simeon wasn't really excited for it last night, like when we were talking to him, but like
but like his reason for not being excited is 100% understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable and I get it, but also like I'm like if it like I get it, but like I feel like they got the right people to make his worries go away when he finally.
And for people wondering what his opinion was, it was basically, that's not what I want out of those characters, and it's perfectly fine for those new interpretations to exist, but I just don't want to engage with them.
Yeah, I just like alternate universe labels. They're just kind of like a fascination of mine in the comic industry because it's like, oh, beginner friendly, and also like they new alternative takes, you know.
Yeah,
they're nice niche for me. Like despite how shitty old Ultimate Marvel is, I am very interested in that old label. But like the new label's been amazing so far.
Oh yeah,
I gotta read Ultimate. It looks everything I've seen about it looks like peak.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, and I've loved Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Spider-Man. So.
Ultimate Black Panther's also been really good too.
Yeah, that's the one that kind of gets the shaft in terms of discussion.
Yeah, but it is really good, and it's very supernaturally political, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like there's a mix of political thriller and here's a panther.
Yeah, here's the Panthers.
I haven't watched Wakanda Forever. Is that any good?
Yeah, I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah,
you know,
I just I didn't watch it. I like I don't know. I know you guys. It was a big deal for y'all because you watched it in the summit. So
Namor was like really
Yeah,
fucking good in it.
Namor look was like the most thing I was interested in that movie.
The one thing is just like he kind of fuck off.
Who was that?
I was playing a fucking little puzzle game on my Pahone.
Oh, so it's Yay Man, our new guest on Modular Components. Hey, Yay Man, how you doing?
But what was I about to say? Fuck me. Shuri was all right in the movie. It's just she's also
The actress, yeah,
great person.
yeah. So it's like it's a bit like hard to be like, oh, that's the new main character. It's like
I do like what they did of like, oh yeah, no, he like T'Challa had a kid and he's T'Challa Jr. Like I thought that was cute.
yeah,
You know, stuff be happening.
yeah. I don't know, like. Well, would this conversation be insensitive if I mention, like, I'm kind of tired of Hollywood kind of, like, killing character... Like, when an actor dies, they kill the character with them?
No, it's understandable. I'm gonna mute my phone.
Yeah, because it's like, at first it was, like, it was a novel idea... A novel with a bit insensitive idea. But now it just kind of feels...
Here's the thing. I think it depends on the franchise.
Yeah.
In Marvel, I don't think we should do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, stop it.
Special case.
It was special with Chadwick Boseman, and it was special because of like Robert Downey and Chris Evans wanting to step out, and they were like, "All right, cool. We'll let this step out as it is, right?"
Yeah.
But like Paul Walker and Fast and Furious, no, that's perfectly fine. I am perfectly happy with like I think that it's a sweet send off for a character people like, and send off for a man that people, all intents and purposes, people say like, yeah, no, he was a good solid dude.
Yeah, I think I kind of prefer like walking into the sunset endings that that kind of situation than just let's kill the character.
Yeah,
I can't remember the specific idea I was thinking of when a walking into the sunset ending, like for like an actor who died, but I don't know.
Quick, come up with it now. Do it.
I guess like that. Okay, you were mentioning Chris Evans earlier. He didn't die, but like I did like how that his like retreat from the Marvel universe was that walk into the sunset ending instead of like a character death.
Yeah.
And then like a poor example for me would be like Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Where it's like that Leia scene was like,
I understand people saying things about the Leia scene. I always just look at it and go like, what do you fucking expect someone using the Force in space to look like?
No, that's Last Jedi. I like that scene. I'm talking about like the scene where Leia passes out from like a broken heart in Rise of Skywalker. That was very clunkily handled.
I guess it's just congenital for the Skywalker family now.
Yeah.
Because remember, that's what happened to Padme.
Yeah. But that's not the best callback to do. Honestly, out of like all the callbacks to do, it's like that's not a good one. But I don't know. I'm starting to bring up Star Wars. I'm editing a Star Wars video right now for James. So
how dare you?
I'm sorry.
Oh man, you work for the Angry Video Nerd?
No, not that James.
James
Shea-Frillis. James Shea-Frillis.
What are you talking about? That's not his name. His name is Shea-Frillis. His name is not James. I'm joking. I'm making jokes.
He's my friend, so I call him by my first name.
You call him by his government name.
Government name. Yeah.
Have you not heard that phrase?
I have heard that name. It's just so funny. I always find it funny. I'm just amused, Boingo. Can a person have a little whimsy?
No.
Damn.
No, we are now the Republic.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I felt like that joke.
Like Boingo really went, we are Thunderbolts.
We are the masters of fighting dreamers. I
haven't. It's been a while since. I still need to read Naruto. Speaking of reading, I started reading Thunderbolts. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Like the original comic, because B-Mask is doing a video on it. So
yeah.
Yeah, I really like the angle they went with. Like, yeah, the twist at the end of the first issue has kind of been spoiled, but they used that to like branch off into so many cool like character concepts and ideas.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially because like as soon as the third issue, they already start getting into some hot water when like a young plucky hero joins them, and they're like, "Oh, we can't tell them about our villain side." So it's like, yeah, I'm just
It's
very
almost
excited
as
to
if
read
it was
more.
written by a good writer.
Yeah, Kirk Busiek. What else
It's
has Kirk
almost as if
Busiek
you
done?
give.
Was this Avengers run any good?
I think so. Yeah. Craig Music did a lot
Kirk
of things. I think
Busiek.
he did Astro City, didn't he?
Okay, Kirk Busiek. Sorry, just Google is not helping me right now because there's apparently
Damn.
multiple Kirk Busieks. Or I might be spelling Busiek wrong. I think I'm spelling Busiek wrong.
How
Whatever.
dare you
Point
spell it
is,
wrong?
good comic. It's like it's kind of a shame that it's kind of a shame that ever since that area. Oh, Cody just DM. Oh, Cody's at a rave.
Oh yeah, that's what
You
he was
just
talking
DM.
about.
Like just
Rave
DM me a picture
responsibly,
of the rave.
everybody.
Rave responsibly, yeah. But it's kind of a shame how like I get why, because the initial like concept of Thunderbolts relies on a twist, so you don't want to like you don't want to like be a broken record by doing that for future runs. But it's kind of disappointing how
Yeah.
it just kind of becomes like a government sanctioned team after a while. Like
It's not
instead of just
conversation.
oh well isn't that what they're doing in the MCU?
I don't know. They have confirmed whether it is government or not in the MCU, but I don't remember being government with the team, which is like I think it may be like
the modern one.
it like under the red tape kind of government ran. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not
Yeah, I
officially a
know.
government organization. You are covert CIA money. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's what I was kind of referring to.
Yeah.
I just kind of like I get why you can't really do like it's villains in disguise, because it's like if everyone like anyone with common sense would be like, oh, you're using the name Thunderbolts, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your secret? Yeah, so it's like I get why it can't be done, but it could have been done in the MCU, honestly. When you get down to it, like literally post Endgame, perfect thing to do Thunderbolts. Like, but they kind of
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, they kind of didn't. Not I don't want to say fumbled, but didn't really take the shot.
No, I think more people probably recognize Thunderbolts now for being the anti-hero team than not.
Yeah, like you could still play around with that, where it's like it's villains in disguise,
Hey, look, every time
Yeah,
a
I
missed shot has
know. A
happened,
comic
you're
accurate.
not going to take any of it. Like that
Yeah,
Wayne
I'm
Gretzky
just
quote
saying.
just plays in your head.
I know there's like there's a lot goes into these adaptation stuff and choices, but like I don't know, it still could have been a cool idea,
Here's the thing: the Defenders were never Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
The Defenders were all Hulk, Silver Surfer, and Doctor Strange, and all these fucking weird ass random.
yeah. And so they got just I mean, was no stranger to putting like random team names like champions like that. They kind of retroactively put that for the teen heroes.
Jesus.
I don't know, like I'm just saying, like that core concept of just like villains in disguise taking advantage of the heroes missing, like they avoid in the heroes. That's a really meaty concept you can work with. And I'm kind of sad they didn't. But hey, it is what it is. I still got the comics to lean back on for that stuff. I know, and even that like B Mask's video is probably gonna get a lot of eyes on the original run of the team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna wonkadoo.
Do you want to end?
I can't. Oh, Jesus, that was a fucking yawn.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you're tired, we can end.
You know what it is? I think I just slept fucking weird.
That happens.
Because like I normally have a very specific ritual for going to sleep, and I didn't do it last night, and so I woke up at like 3 hours later. I was just like, fuck me. Didn't do the very, very specific fucking ritual.
Yeah, that happens with me too.
It also doesn't help that we lost power for like 30, 40 minutes last night.
Oh yeah.
So it was like
I've been there before where it's like I'm sleeping, like I'm just sleeping through a power outage,
But big old butts. Look at yourself in the mirror right now, you, the audience. You got a big butt. It's good butt.
Yeah.
Be proud of your butt. You know what that butt does?
That's a great way to end it.
That butt allows you to stand up straight. That's how we're able to walk on 2 feet. Our butts.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's why we have butts. That's why we are the only animals with butt cheeks. That's why we have to wipe.
All right.
I'm not joking. I am serious here. That's why we have to wipe when we poo. And no other animal does. Tell the people where they can find you, Buster.
I am Buster Corp. I do way too many stuff on my YouTube channel, from original series Victory Buster to analysis videos to podcasts like this one, but like with other people. So go check it out on the Buster Corp YouTube channel. Subscribe. Become a member today. You know, I just got part of the YouTube Partner Program. That's exciting.
Hell yeah. You know what? Guess what? How you do? I fucking fucked it up, bro.
Blingo, are you drunk?
No. I have not touched alcohol in months. You can find me on YouTube at Boingo Writer. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Boingo Writer, and a variety of social media platforms. Look for the Boingo Writer. I'm everywhere. And hey, did you like this? Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. And follow us on your podcasting platform of choice. You have final words, Buster.
Pingus.
All right.